Dude, I have a science slam presentation. I have to practice and you will listen to me. And give me your opinion, please. Yeah, sure. So my title, a reward mechanism in invertebrates in 5 minutes. Previously on one of the most beautiful and important insects of the whole world, the honeybee. In previous work, they put a bee with something they like, aka reward, aka a conditioned stimulus, like sugar, because honey and who doesn't like sugar, and condition the bee by pairing the presence of another with the sugary sugar. But after some trials, when presenting only the other to the bee, an association was formed, and just with the appetitive sugary stimulus did to the proboscis of the bee, the other was enough to trigger the bee to do French-style kisses into the air. I think I will go with the professional term. When the bee receives an appetitive stimulus, it releases the proboscis extension reflex, or PER. It is more student-friendly. And just as you, when you start with all your gossiping, that extended tongue have more to give. So yeah, a condition was made, but after trial and trial and trial, they started to notice something between the reward and the condition other stimulus was happening. Welcome, bee! Thank you for coming to tonight's show! Show us that proboscis! Son, don't be nervous in your first trial! Here is your other! But the other is new, the bee is more in a state of, this is another, yeah. And here is your reward! And the bee will go like, oh my god, I can't believe it! Bee, nice first trial, but let's go to your second trial. Here is your other! But now the bee will go like, familiar, this other, I know it. And the presenter will go with, here is your reward, which it will make the bee to go like, ah! But then, oh bee, you're doing so great. Time for your third trial. Here is your other. And the bee will go like, yes, this other. But with the reward, the presenter will say, and here is your The bee is like, yeah, sugar, woo, give it to me, and peace, I'm out. Is the show having a second season? I don't know, producers are interested on what is happening behind the curtains, you know, the neurons. So I will present to you a neuron with a critical role in appetitive olfactory learning, our guest star, the Boom MX1 neuron. Credits to Martin Hammer. So by looking at the head of the bee, we notice our favorite neuron present in important areas, starting with its soma in the maxillary neuromere, here, and arborizing in important olfactory pathway sites like antennal lobe, lateral horn, and mushroom bodies. But an important feature was that when presented with sugar, this neuron responded to sugar. But how did they know that the neuron is in a reward pathway? I'm going there! I present to you the other protagonist in this story, MN17 muscle, which is in control of the proboscis movement, the PER. With our two protagonists, it was time for testing with another conditioned with a reward and also with another without conditioning, and measure activity in our protagonists. So, when presented only with the conditioned other, indeed, the Boom MX1 neuron was activated and so did MN17. As expected, with the no associated other, nothing extra happened to both of them. Did they test by spoilers? So, instead of having a sugary reward, they instead chose to substitute it by activating directly to Boom MX1. And results were pretty much similar to the sugary reward. Although, that is not the end of our story with Boom MX1. There is more. Here we are with our lovely bee and the condition other, and also another which we don't care because sugar was not included. So, when presented with the condition other and sugar, Boom MX1 activity is like, yeah, nice. But when presenting sugar to the no condition other, Boom MX1 activity was like parties at the end of the semester. Imagine the situation where Boom MX1 is your parents, and you go to them as the usual good student you are to show them your recent prize, which they will only respond with a, oh, that is nice, good job. But then your brother, who never does anything, comes with the same prize and they go crazy for him. You should skip this example. Anyways, Boom MX1 is a huge deal. It reports expected and unexpected reward, and that is why it is a star. Recapitulating everything. This can be conditioned using others and rewards. PER is a reflex linked to this conditioning, but have to be careful with reward expectations. There are neurons that respond to sugar, like Boom MX1. Either by measuring or activating boom x1 and pair with MND17 is useful to observe conditioning with a reward. And finally, boom mx1 is a neuron that reports expected and unexpected rewards. The end. What do you think? I think we're going to first ask your classmates.